Hello, my name is Albert, and we are here at Capatest facilities where it is installed a baseboard complete test lane. Now we are going to show how the system works when the connection between IC Perform and LTMS server becomes offline. First of all, and before starting to explain what is the offline inspection procedure, it is important to know the following actions that are performed when the system is working online. The first one is that IC Perform is cyclically requesting and saving the complete limit set for all the possible vehicles to inspect. These limits are stored locally and are available from all the computers of the center. This action allows the system to be always updated with the last official limits. The second one is that IC Perform is storing the LTMS online validated users in the test center local database. These users are available for working offline for next 7 days after they are validated by the LTMS. By using this method, we can ensure that only valid user can operate the system in offline mode. Now we can proceed to show how a vehicle is fully tested in the offline mode. Once the vehicle arrives at the station, the first user identified in the portable SVT 4000 device reads the RFID card. If the vehicle has not RFID card, then the user must use the vehicle documentation. Now I'm going to show how the procedure is. So here we can see the vehicle data of this RFID card. We can see all the parameters. And after validating this information, the user can proceed to enter manually the vehicle in the IC Perform system. To do it, we need to click New Entry and type all the data. After that, the vehicle is registered in the system and it is ready to be inspected. We can see it here in the list. In this station where we are, in the first stage, we are going to test the side slip, the suspension, the brakes, and also to perform the visual inspection. To open the vehicle in the stage, it is necessary to identify the user using the combination of biometrics and username. To obtain the fingerprint, we are using the Dermalog F1 device. After being accepted by the system, we can start the test. So let's go to select vehicle, type the username, and by using the F1 device, the F1 device, we are able to get the fingerprint. And the first stage is open. So here in the top left side, we can see that the mileage is empty. We can check the current mileage and type it here. This value will be updated and we can start in this case, the test lane test. Side slip, front left suspension, front right suspension. Now the first axle, service brake, rear axle suspension, rear axle, service brake, and finally the parking brake. Now we can save this test. We can see that we have all the values here. And now we are going to test the visual inspection. To not take much time, we are not going to evaluate all points. We are going to enter only some of them. For the above carriage category, we can set this okay, this as not okay, engine okay. We can say that this visual is not applicable. We can choose a different category, the undercarriage defects. Let's enter some of them. And for the others category, some of them. Now we can save it. Once the test is finished, the user can close this stage and proceed to the next stage. In our station, in the next stage, we are going to test the emissions by closing the stage with F11. All the vehicle information and results are stored locally in the database. In this second station, we must do the same. First, identify the user using the biometrics and the username to perform the test. So we must select a vehicle, type the username, put the fingerprint in the F1 device, get the credentials from the system, accept it, and start the emission test. Now it is doing a 0. And we can insert the proof and start the test. Test finished. We can see the result 0.9, and we can save results. Now it is asking for new pipe in case of more than one pipe or to finish. So this vehicle is equipped only with one exhaust system. So we can finish the test. We can see values, and after that proceed by closing the stage and driving to the next stage to inspect the lights. In this stage, we are going to test the lights system. We must do again the same. Identify the user using the biometrics and the username. We can proceed with the light test. Receiving data and test finished. We have all the lights values there. Now we can save the test, pressing F12. We can see the results here. And now we have performed all the necessary tests for this vehicle. All the results are stored locally in the database. And now the next step is to finalize the vehicle. Okay, so next step is to finalize the vehicle by clicking F12. Here it appears a confirmation to finish the vehicle and a question that asks if the payment is already done. So after confirming that this payment of the inspection taxes is done, the report is automatically generated and the final results are prepared to be sent to the LTMS server once the connection becomes online again. Let's see it. It's finalizing, and here appears the report. In this report, it's displayed part of the test results and the status of the vehicle visual inspection, the message that informs that the test is performed without connection with the LTMS server. We can see it down. Let's check all the fields. Here in the left side, we can see the visual inspection points that we randomly entered. In the right side, we can see the results and values and the pass-fail status. And here in the bottom part, we can see the summary where the test is failed, and with this sentence that informs that this inspection was done without connection to the LTMS server. Also, we can see the users that performed the test. And this report can be printed or saved in PDF if it's needed. Here we have the inspection reference number. This is a unique number that allows us to have some traceability. This number is also sent and stored to the LTMS server. And by clicking F12 exit, now we have finalized the inspection, and we can see that the vehicle isn't available in the system anymore. It's not in the list. So the inspection data is not transferred yet to the LTMS server because the connection remains offline. So now we can see here in the unsent folder that we have the complete results file in the local database. However, there is a method in IC Perform that is transparent for the user and it's running in background that will send all the inspections finished, in this case only this one, to the LTMS server once the connection becomes online again. So now I'm going to re-enable the connection. We will see it in the top right corner. Now it is green, it means the connection becomes on. And we can also check again the folder. We can see that the folder is empty. It means that the results are correctly sent to the LTMS server. And now we can validate in the LTMS server side that the information was correctly transferred. Bren, who is managing the server side, is going to explain it. Bren, please.
Hello, good evening. Let me show you my screen. So,
wait a minute.
Okay, so this is the homepage of the PMVIC inspection results. In here, we can see the inspection results sent by Bart. So as you can see in this search page, you can see only one record, and this record was sent just recently. If we want to check these details, we can click this magnifying icon and see the inspection results. You can see the brake test, the light test, the opacity, side slip, suspension, and all the visual defects. You can also see that uh, it's listed that it was sent. It was the inspection was done in offline mode and was sent when the connection was turned on. And also you can see the overall evaluation for the inspection and also the reference number. So for the inspection results, these are the details that are displayed in the LTMS.
Okay, Bren. So thank you for showing us how the data is transferred. And to finalize and summarize, we know that IC Perform is updating the critical information, users and limits when the system is online. We saw all the steps to follow to perform a test in case of no connection between IC Perform and LTMS server. And we saw also that the data is correctly transferred to LTMS server once the connection is recovered. So thanks for your attention.